Assalamualaikum and very good morning, children. So for English Year 6, we're still on Unit 11, Tailor. We're going to learn writing today, which is about which is about introduction and closure. Okay, so in every essay or passage or articles that you write, it must have introduction, the body, meaning the details, the main things that you want to write, and then you must have a closure. The closure can be a conclusion, which is what we're going to do today. It can even be a question and even a suggestion, but we're focusing on conclusion. Okay, so did I ask you to take out your book and then look at page 108, right? So right, let's go to the lesson. Right, it says there, we write an introduction to start a composition, right? To write a passage, to write an essay, to write an articles, that is what you call composition. You need to write an introduction. What is an introduction? Oh, sorry, I forgot to highlight what I read so that it is clear for you. Let me take my pen first. Sorry for wasting your time. Right. So an introduction is to start a composition. So an introduction is the first paragraph in composition. Okay, let's go through that first. Right, if you still remember, we have read through a passage about Gawai Dayak, isn't it? Gawai Dayak festival on page 106, this one, right? So if you notice here, in this article there are paragraph. So that paragraph, okay. Usually paragraph start with a space there, right? It start with a space. Every new paragraph start with a space. I don't know why they put it like this, but it should be in a space. You have a space there, you see. So the next line, you will start from the beginning, but for the first paragraph, for starting the paragraph, you have to have space, right? So now let's look here. An introduction is first paragraph in composition. So here is the introduction. Okay, Gawai Dayak is a festival celebrated, this one. So all of this is an introduction. Okay, you introduce what you're going to write. Okay, so let's read again. It has a thesis statement which shows what composition will be about. So you are introducing, like you're introducing your friend. This is my friend Zaleha. She is from blah 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 blah. She likes blah blah blah. And that is an introduction, isn't it? So, but in writing, it is almost similar. So we're using the passage, the articles that we have read before. So here, during Gawai Dayak, a traditional dance called ngajat is performed. So he is starting with introducing the festival of Gawai Dayak. A traditional dance called ngajat is performed. So that is a thesis statement. which shows what you are going to write about. Okay, you must start. You don't just simply jump into the points that you want to write. You have to have introduction, right? If you meet somebody new, also you don't like, you just jump and talk to them, isn't it? You need to introduce yourself first, and then you can start saying what you want to say. If you going to an office, isn't it? You want to have you have something to do in the office. You must introduce yourself. If you notice, the salesmen, they will introduce themselves first. They don't just come, beli ini dari saya. No, they will introduce themselves. So that the same goes with writing. If you are writing an essay or passage or articles, you need to introduce first. So that's what we learned today about an introduction. Okay, so people will get the picture what you're going to write. Okay, so here, so this part is the introduction, the first paragraph. Okay, right. So, and then the rest of here is the details, the body here. Okay, the details, all this one. But we're not going through that today. So we're going for introduction and conclusion. Right. So let's continue our reading. We write a conclusion to end the composition. To end. If you watch cartoon, what Tom and Jerry, at the end of the story, we write that, and there will appear the end. So the same goes with your composition, your essay writing, or your article, or your passage. You have to have conclusion. You have to have closure. So to end your composition, right? So the last part. Okay. Let's look at this article again. So this is the conclusion, the closure. Okay. Right. So let's continue reading. A conclusion is the last paragraph of a composition. It must be at the last paragraph. You cannot put it in the middle, and of course you cannot put it on top. Right. It may start with a It may start with a phrase like "in conclusion." You can start with this phrase. Okay. In conclusion, to sum up, or to conclude. Right. It summarize, meaning it will summarize, meaning it will give a brief closure about what you have shared just now, what you have wrote just now. What you have write just now, a few paragraphs just now. So you conclude it. You're going to summarize it. Meaning you shorten it. You make it simplify. To get the main idea from each paragraph or given opinion about the topic. So, for example here, in conclusion, you see, let's look at the paragraph, article again. In conclusion, in conclusion, if you have never seen a ngajat dance, this is a form of suggestion. Visit Sarawak during Gawai Dayak to experience its uniqueness. This is the closure. In conclusion, giving suggestion. Right? There are many ways actually. You can give. You can even ask question actually, asking for others people. Suggestion or idea or point of view, right? But in this case, it is giving a suggestion, which is if you have never seen a ngajat dance, visit Sarawak during Gawai Dayak to experience its uniqueness. So this is a suggestion. All right. Okay. let's finish this. Right. If you have never seen a Ngajak dance, visit Sarawak during Gawai Dayak Festival to experience its uniqueness. Right. So let me repeat briefly. An introduction must be at the beginning of the composition that you want to write. Must be this must be on the first paragraph, on top. Okay, on top meaning here, on top. This is top. Sorry. This is the bottom, meaning the end of your composition. The end of your composition, meaning the last one. The last one. Okay. So a conclusion is the last paragraph in your composition. Must be in the last, at the last part of your composition. Right? Okay. So now, as always, your favorite part, you have to do an exercise. But don't worry, you only have to write a few lines. Where is it? Where did I put it? Hey, oh, I didn't put it here. Right, never mind. Okay, this is what you're going to do. Sorry, how come? I thought I had prepared everything already. But anyway, this will do. Right. Write an appropriate introduction. You see here, introduction and conclusion. This one for the body paragraphs given below. So this is the body already done for you. You just need to copy it down. So you have to rewrite the composition, but this time you have to write your own introduction. So there are words here that you can use that helps you to write the introduction. Words here to help you to write the conclusion. So this must be one paragraph, the last one, one paragraph, the first one. Remember, and then first you write the first one, the introduction, first paragraph. Remember, all right, and then you blah 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 blah. You write, just copy this one, all of this one down, and then the conclusion. Write in a new paragraph. Remember, space for your paragraph. Give space for your paragraph and then write. Okay, right, class. So that's about it. Anyway, if you still don't understand, if you still have problems or questions that you want to ask, feel free to WhatsApp me. We have our WhatsApp group. You can write, you can ask privately, but I really like you to ask in the group, because you can help your other friend. You can help the rest of your friend. Maybe some of your friends have the same problem, so it makes things easy for them and for me also. I don't have to explain privately to everyone. That will be difficult. But anyhow, if you feel ashamed, but I don't think you should feel ashamed asking question about this. We are learning. Don't need to be don't need to be threatened. Don't need to be shy. After all, our friends, you've been in the class like 6 years already, from year 1 to year 6, so you should not be shy. You just ask question. Those who don't ask question but they don't understand, that's the problem. Okay, please don't be shy. We are learning. We are learning here. Okay, it's okay. Asking question is good when you are learning. If you don't ask question, you don't know, that's not good. When you don't know but you didn't ask question, that is a problem for you. So just ask question in our group. So sometimes your friend thinks they know that they know the answer, they know how to do it, but when you ask question and then I'll answer it and then I explain it, your friend might get the benefits. Oh, I got the wrong idea actually. Oh, it's supposed to be like this, like this, like this. You see, you are helping others actually. So don't hesitate to ask question in the group. Alright, so until then class, take care. I hope you all the best and goodbye.